What's up, Average Dad fans? Welcome back to another video, and today I am going to try and give a balanced devil's advocate video on why some people should buy the Huawei Mate XT. I'm going to tell you all about the specs, the internals, the cameras, the battery, and then ultimately you can make your decision if you want to buy. Let's go! Now, it would be rude of me not to mention that I am stocking the Huawei Mate XT. You can buy it at the Average Dad Tech Store for £5,000. And that's just for the half terabyte. You'll have to pay £5,500 for the terabyte. And I want to cover this straight off the bat because I've had a few questions and a lot of you are a bit confused as to why the price is so high, and I completely get it. First of all, I want to make clear, the price I am charging is the price it's basically costing me. If I'm being honest, there's probably £100 or £200 left over for me, depending on what storage version you go for. So that's me being as honest as I possibly can be, which you don't get from every store owner. The next thing I want to talk about is why the price is so high. In China, the Mate XT was released for pre-order, and Huawei apparently manufactured 100,000 units. Well, in the first 24 hours, Huawei received 1 million plus orders. Hence why, instantly, there's a 6-month waiting list. Huawei cannot and will not keep up with demand for probably a year, which is just insane. However, that impacts the way that my suppliers and Wanda's and Gistops and every other supplier get the phone. They don't have an allocation of that 100,000. If they do, they only have a couple. So what has to happen is we essentially go into the grey market. They'll contact people, they'll have an ad out, and they'll be looking for sealed, unused devices that they'll pay over retail for. Think of it like a luxury watch. If you go to the Rolex AD, you can wait 2 years to get your Rolex at retail, if you're lucky, or you can skip that and pay a premium to get it right now on the grey market. That's exactly what's happening with the Huawei Mate XT. So that's why the price is basically double. In some cases, triple, depending on what website you go to. So, now that we've got the price out the way, who should actually potentially buy? Well, to know that, we need to know the specs. And the first place to start is the display. The display, as you can see here, is absolutely jaw-dropping. It's one of a kind, and it's 10.2 inches. It's a 10.2 inch tablet in your pocket. It's 4.8 millimeters when it's unfolded fully. Folks, that is essentially the thinnest tablet in the world. Thinner than your iPad Pro, thinner than your Tab S8 Ultra, yet basically just as big. And the bezels, smaller than any tablet you own. The other benefit of the Mate XT is it's a 3-in-1. No longer a 2-in-1 like most conventional fold phones. This is a 3-in-1. So it goes from a tablet to a foldable phone to a candy bar phone. And in all of those orientations, you're getting the best. If you use it as a normal candy bar phone, it's 6.4 inch, 120Hz LTPO OLED panel. If you want to unfold it for multitasking or productivity, it's 7.9 inches. Essentially the same as all flagship foldable phones. But the Huawei Mate XT gives you that extra option to double unfold it and make it that 120Hz, 1 billion coloured, 10.2 inch display. Now that's all well and good, but the one area that I would be and I am concerned about is the battery. To power a 10.2 inch OLED panel, like in a normal conventional tablet, you need about 8 to 10,000 milliamp hours to have something respectable in terms of battery life. However, the Huawei Mate XT is sticking with a 5,600 milliamp hour battery. And folks, just to be clear, if this was a standard foldable phone, that would make it the second biggest battery out there just now, just behind the X Fold 3 Pro Global. But it's not a standard foldable phone. It's a trifold phone. So I would imagine that that capacity will give you 4 hours screen on time if you're viewing in full tablet mode, with the standard 6 to 7 hours in folded mode and 9 or even 10 hours if you only use it as a candy bar phone using the outer screen. And ultimately, I'm not sure if that's good enough, because the main audience I see for this device, and this is where I'm going to talk about the people that I think this is targeted for and who could actually benefit from it, are travelers. I'm not just talking about the bus journey. I'm talking about travelers, people that spend all their time in lounges and airports and on flights, sitting in business class or economy, however you travel across the globe, you will be doing it regularly. And this phone might just be the right choice for you. It eliminates having to pull out a tablet from your bag. In some cases, it eliminates having to pull out your laptop and charger and accessories and mouse and keyboard, all this other stuff that you might want to bring with you in terms of your tablet. Having it all in one place that conveniently turns into your phone, or you can take calls from, or you can watch your content from YouTube, Netflix, whatever you want to do. I think that's where its strongest point is. So if you are traveling for business, it eliminates having to mess around with laptops and tablets. Maybe you can just keep them in the hold rather than have to carry them on your carry-on bag. Other than that, though, that's genuinely the only use case scenario I can see this being a major daily benefit. And to top it all off, the Huawei Mate XT is a Huawei. There are no Google services native. There is no 5G allowed. You have to do workarounds. You'll have to install micro G in the Western market. Or certainly I would have to install micro G. I know a few people that get by with the Huawei native maps and messages and all the apps. I don't know how you manage it, because I couldn't live without WhatsApp and Instagram and YouTube app, the YouTube Studio app. Yes, there's browsers. You can download Edge and use the native browser to get to these things, but it is nowhere near as convenient than the Google Play Store and all the apps that come with it. So of course, software is also the biggest issue. If I was making a video about a Samsung trifold phone with One UI and a built-in S Pen, good Lord, I think the internet may explode. I mean, the views this video got yesterday are insane enough in 24 hours. But Samsung, that would kill the internet. However, we're not. We're talking about a Huawei, and it doesn't come with the software benefits that the Samsung does. The other elephant in the room here, before we talk about the cameras, is that durability. How safe would you feel in a busy environment with your tablet this big, 4.8 millimeters thin, and with an OLED panel that, with enough force, could easily die? Anyway, the final thing I want to touch on is the fact that not only are you getting a tablet here, you're getting a smartphone with fantastic cameras. It's Huawei. They've got the camera hardware nailed down. Triple camera setup, 50 megapixel wide, 12 megapixel ultra wide, and a 12 megapixel 5x telephoto zoom lens. Now, no, while those megapixels don't sound great on the ultra wide and the periscope zoom lens, you'll just have to take my word for it and other reviewers' word for it that Huawei just know how to take photos. And with videos, it's 4K on all lenses. The 3 in the rear, the 2 selfie cameras, they're all 4K, 60 frames per second, which is something that not all Chinese foldable phones give you. So I have no doubt the cameras and photography is going to be great. What I'm intrigued about is, how does the software integrate? Does the camera app work? Can you have like director's view, like both a selfie camera and your rear cameras at the same time on this massive canvas? And then what AI features will work here in the UK, Europe and US, if any? So there's a lot of unknowns, but I needed to make this video to answer some questions about the price and the warranty and the specs. So of course, The final question I need to answer is yes. Have I ordered one? Yes. Am I getting one? Yes. I should have mine, fingers crossed, in the next 10 to 14 days. As soon as I get it, I will obviously do as much content and answer as many questions as possible for you. So if you do have any questions in advance, pop them in the comments below. I will get to them eventually. Yesterday's videos kind of popped off a bit, so there's like hundreds of comments for me to catch up on. But I enjoy reading the comments, so try and keep it nice as well. Let's all just get along. I'm sick of these little tit for tats. If you've enjoyed this video, smash like, and if you want to see full reviews on the Google Pixel 9 Pro XL, the Google Pixel 9 Pro Fold, the Honor Magic V3 Global, and of course part 3 in the mini-series, Honor V3 versus Pixel 9 Pro Fold Camera Battle, smash subscribe. Those are all coming within the next week. And until those start releasing, take care.